What's good, everybody? This is Charles from Team COG coming at you guys here with another Ice Barrier combo video. And today I'm going to showcase you guys another one-card combo and a combo featuring Ice Jade Run Arduin here. This card is probably one of the best superior extender in the entire deck, in my opinion. Like, this card is, like, I think a mainstay. It's just a one-card Lancia, which is pretty crazy. It's a one-card Synchro 10. Water Synchro 10, I should say. But anyway, I remember, if you guys want to like enjoy this type of content, enjoy this type of stuff, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you guys want to catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/teamc_COG, where I try to stream as much as I can on Twitch so that we can, like, you guys can see. I'll do like locals, testing, like always just trying to do live content, since I kind of like, I'm not a big fan of like simulators and DB and stuff like that. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and jump into a few combos here and showcase you guys what these two combos can do, because I haven't seen like there's like tons of like the basic draw 4 combo, which I think everyone should already know and understand, and basic lines. And a huge shout out to my comment section from my deck profile showing me like this one card combo line, which I think is really cool. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the one card combo. Okay, guys, so for the one card combo, all you need to do is open Mirror Mage of the Ice Bear. This card is like, so it's kind of crazy how many different, we have one card combo with Hexy, 1.5 card combo with the Revealer, and we have a 1 point card combo with this guy right here. So I wasn't too familiar with this until, like I said, my comments in my last profile showed me. So anyway, I'll show this to you guys. For those who don't know, you just normal summon out the Mirror Mage right here. You then link it off into your Salamangreat Almirage, triggering the Mirror Mage to go ahead and grab you the Ice Barrier Reborn, which is the Freezing Chains of the Ice Barrier. I believe that's what it's called. Right at Freezing Chains of the Ice Barrier, which I think moving forward I will probably play 2 of this card, because this card is literally kind of insane to be able to, you know, be like a monster reborn that you can surge and to hard open. But anyway, we're gonna go and activate it, use its effect to go ahead on activation, special out the Mirror Mage. We're gonna go ahead and use Mirror Mage's effect, tributing off the Almirage to give us 3 level 1 tokens. And so, like, we're not going to be able to get to like or draw 4, but this is still pretty good off of just 1 card, which arguably I think in the last video I said this was like one of the worst cards to like open with. So now, like, I stand corrected. So we're going to go ahead and synchro into Coral Dragon. And even though we don't have the ability to get another token out, we're going to be able to turn Coral plus the level 2 tokens into an Emancipator Risen Dragite while getting ourselves another draw. So again, like, it's not like the most broken 1 card combo, but it's still a 1 card combo nonetheless. It does give you a draw, and the draw could potentially be Arginine right here, and then Arginine would just allow you to pitch a water in your hand. Maybe you have like a different, you know, like a bad water, etc., and you're able to special summon and then, you know, make Lancia later on. But anyway, that's just what 1 Mirror Mage can get you. And now I'm going to go ahead and move on into the 2 card combo and showcase you that, which gets you to a little bit more. And I'm sure there's like, that's one thing about this deck, is there's so many different lines and avenues and routes to take in different sequences, depending on if you get hand trapped and stuff like that. And I think hand traps kind of solidify the lines that you need to take to like traverse down, because otherwise, if you're just playing like free roam, it's like a free hand, you know, you can kind of get lost in the sauce in a way. So like, it's just, hand traps kind of like force you to go like in single directions, which is kind of nice. But anyway, we'll jump on into the next combo. Okay, guys, so here's the next combo. Essentially, all you need is Ice Jade Run Arginine and Mirror Mage Magic, or Mirror Mage of the Ice Barrier. Both this card is searchable via the Ice Jade Cradle, and this is searchable through the Medallion. And this just happens to be like, if you have no other searchers, like your hand's just dead, this is like what it can get you, right? So like, this is just simple linear combos. But like I said previously, there's a lot of free roam, free range, free hand stuff, freestyle combo stuff that you can like really do. The challenge is just going to be a discard, and it's even at the end of the combo, you're going to get back the card. You're going to get the card economy back, so it's like pretty decent. So anyway, you're going to start your turn here by activating the Ice Jade Ran, by pitching the Mirror Mage, summon itself, and then a level 3 token. And then you're going to trigger the Ice Jade, or Mirror, I want to call it like, I'm like tongue-tied with what to call it. So then we're going to go ahead and use the Mirror Mage to go ahead and grab us the Revealer of the Ice Barrier. Then we're going to go ahead, at this point, I like to go ahead and synchro into our Lancia. And the reason I go for Lancia is because, so if they end up hitting you with Nibiru, right, this card leaves, you get to Trish them, and you get to rip another card out of their hand. So, like, take note that before you, like, Nib is, like, not too big of an impact in this deck, because most times, like, our card combo is always going to have, like, Revealer to get to, like, Toad before a 5th summon. But if you can't get to Toad, but you have a way to get to Lancia, because it's just going to allow you to, like, you know, play through the Nib. And then on top of that, you get the Trishula card out, and then your superior extender, such as Georgerus, which we call Old Greg, can just continue through. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and normal summon out the Revealer. Use Revealer's effect, discard 1 card in your hand to go ahead and summon out the Hexia. Now, you could use Hexia's effect, go ahead and dump, but there's no point, and I guess if you wanted to deck, then you could. But there's really no point since we already opened the Mirror Mage here. So we're going to go ahead and link into the Coral Anemone. We're going to go use an enemy's effect to go ahead and bring out the Mirror Mage. This is like very similar to the combo, but since we're lacking the speaker, we're going to go ahead and use the Mirror Mage to tribute to give ourselves the 3 level 1 tokens, and very much so like the 1-card combo I showed you. You're able to link it here into your Coral Dragon, and then turn these 2 here into your Emancipator Risen. And this is good, and you're going to get the draw card, which is okay. It doesn't matter what you draw, but the 1 card you discard off the revealer, you get back. So what makes this so much better is because this card, if you guys know what Lancey does, when your opponent special summons, you get to special summon from your hand deck, graveyard, extra deck, and I spare your monster. So what cards beat this card? Essentially, Imperm and Droplets beat this card. Now, you really can't stop Droplet, especially in a monster, but it just kind of saves you from being, destroyed off of a fresh rip of an Imperm, right? Which happens more times than not, especially, I've, tried to hyper-focus on going for the draw 4, whereas if I just made Rizina, I would be, in a better scenario. Given if this card does get Impermed, as soon as they solve it, you do get to summon Trish. It does, kind of put them on to having Imperm plus Tactics and taking it and then linking it off. So it puts them on to have very specific and, unique hands to be able to out this card. But the reason this board is good, and it's just off of the 2 cards, is because of Risen being able to protect this guy from Imperm. So they fire off Imperm, you negate it, and then as soon as they special summon, you get to summon from your deck the good old famous General YuGiOh. And then if they summon again, you get to summon out your choice of whether it be the Warlock, or if you're you're playing a deck that does graveyard effects, you can summon out Old Greg, which will shut off the graveyard, along with bringing back out either your Hexia or your Mirror Mage, which will allow you to, if the Mirror Mage gets loot, goes back to the graveyard, you get the ability to search for follow-up. And then Hexa is just reducing everything by 500, so that's just kind of what the follow-up can do. And you still have 5 cards in hand, so it's possible that you can even extend a little bit further. There's a particular point I do recommend if you do have Old Greg in your hand, before you synchro off the Coral plus the tokens, go ahead and special Old Greg, and then Old Greg will be a 6, and then you can special something back. I believe you have the space to do it. If not, you can special out Old Greg, and it just gives you more opportunity to synchro because you can keep Coral, synchro a different way, depending on the rest of the extenders you have in your hand per se. So anyway, guys, that is it for this quick combo. If you guys enjoy this type of video, comment down below. If you guys know any other different routes, any other combos you'd like to see seen, let me know. I enjoy doing and showing the combo sequencing and stuff. But anyway, without further ado, you guys stay safe, stay healthy, stay cool in this hot summer. This is Charles on Team COG signing out.